Good morning, everyone. My name is Carrie Favreau, and I am the kindergarten teacher here at St. Louis Living Arts School. I'm so excited that you are joining us today for this workshop, and I'm really pleased to introduce two amazing artists. Tersoo Tsevende, who comes from Nigeria, is here with his wife Natasha to deliver an amazing experience for all of you. We hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Natasha Tsevende, and I am super excited to be here with you today. I love art, and I love it when kids make art. And for me, it's just the process of making art. There's nothing else like it. So I thought today we would do something really simple. You have some simple materials that you received already. Grab one of your little pieces of paper, and what I want you to do is I just want you to think about, we live in Kenora, we live in a beautiful place. It's a place that inspires lots of art, and it's a place that when we look around, we just see lots of really wonderful things. And so what I want you to do is I want you to think about the lake. And I want you to think about what color the lake is. And it's kind of interesting, right? Because if I ask kids, what color's the lake? Lots of times people say blue. But living in Kenora, when I jump in the lake, I don't always see blue. Sometimes I see dark green or dark blue, sometimes even like it's a really dark, almost black. And so what I want you to do is I want you to think about the bottom half of your paper. And so we're gonna draw a little bit of a line along the bottom, like to divide the top and the bottom. And then the bottom part, we're gonna make a lake. And the cool thing, I'll show you the cool thing about these pencil crayons. They're very special. Don't put them in with your other pencil crayons because your other pencil crayons won't do this. But I'm gonna start to color the lake, right? I'm gonna and it's just starting to make lines and think about how water moves. And I'm gonna put some green in my lake. You can do whatever colors you want in your lake. And I'm just gonna kind of think about how water kind of shimmers and moves. And where's my blue here, dark blue. And then just kind of layer the colors here. Okay. And so that's it. That's as hard as my lake's gonna be. And then something really cool. Hopefully you have a cup of water with you, and just take one of these Q-tips, and all that I'm gonna do is put it in the water, and then I'm going to let the water do something awesome, because the water is going to melt that pencil crayon and actually turn it into paint. And so this is a fun way to be able to paint and feel the different textures of the pencil crayons, and then kind of turning it into paint. And all of a sudden, you get something quite different. And so now next, I'm gonna think about a sky. And one of my favorite skies is a sunset kind of sky. But maybe your sky is, your favorite sky is, I don't know, when it's a bright blue sky with lots of clouds, or your favorite sky might be, you know, the night sky with lots of stars, right? So I'm gonna start with thinking about a sunset kind of sky, and I'm going to just make a little shape of a sun here with the yellow. And then I'm gonna take my orange, right, and kind of color around that sun. And I'm just gonna start to layer colors all the way up, because when we look at a sky, sometimes it's a little bit pink, right? It's got lots of oranges when we think about sunsets. And then it kind of darkens, and it can get quite, as we look up, the sky changes, and it changes all the time. And then I might even put some purple at the top here. Okay. And then finally, I'm gonna do some more of that blue, right? And it can be very dark blue. You could even do some black up there. Whatever you think of when you think of a sunset, if you just picture that in your mind, and then just put some colors down on the page. It doesn't have to be complicated. And then I'm gonna take my Q-tip again, and with paint, I always try to start with the light colors first, because when I start to blend all the colors together, some colors are stronger and they're gonna take over. They're gonna start to wanna run the show here. So I want that yellow first, and then I just start at the bottom and blend it as I go up. Okay, and then all of a sudden, and I can kind of bring colors up and down. It's like painting, so I can kind of move the colors around, and all of a sudden I've got a sunset. And what's cool about these pencil crayons is that you can use them as pencil crayons. You can add water and use them like paint, but they're just they're fun to work with. And then, I don't know about you guys, but living in Kenora, there's always islands and trees. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this black oil pastel, and the oil pastel will go on top of the water. And so you can always layer different art materials, but so the oil will go on top of the water. The water doesn't go on top of the oil that well. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a little island. And so I'm going to draw a little island here, and I'm gonna kind of make it a shape. Islands are kind of funny, aren't they? They don't have a consistent shape. They can be any shape that you want. And that's kind of the fun thing about making nature scenes, is that nature, it's like I can't make a mistake when I do this, because I can just take it and keep working with it until I get it to where I want it to be. And so I always feel like there's no mistakes in art. You can just kind of keep playing with it and sort it out. So the thing that we have here in Kenora on islands is lots of trees. And so what I want to do is I'm going to just pick spots to put some trees. And so I'm going to draw straight lines here-ish, and maybe kind of one coming out there. And anywhere I feel like maybe a tree would look good, I'm just going to draw a line. So I'm just going to have a few lines kind of poking out from that island, and then I'm going to think about a tree. And oftentimes when we think about trees, we think about Christmas trees, and we draw lots of triangles, and that's really fun. But when I look out here at trees are a little bit crazy. They're not really triangles, are they? And we know that the branches at the top are a little bit smaller than the branches at the bottom. But when I look at trees, sometimes I think more that they're more like scribbles than triangles. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the top of one of these lines, and I'm just gonna start scribbling down, and I'm gonna make sure that my scribbles kind of go out a little bit as I work down the tree. So, and really, don't make it too complicated, because trees are super fun to draw and really easy. So I'm gonna just kind of scribble down, and all of a sudden, look at that, I have a tree. Okay, and then I'm gonna do that with the other lines as well. And so just starting at the top, working my way down, and I've got a little island on the lake in Kenora. Okay, and there you have it. Ta-da. So thank you for drawing with me today. I didn't give Tersoo too many supplies over there, so I don't know if you want to take a look at, he might not even be finished yet. you want to show them what you've been working on? Awesome. And really, it can, however it looks, is amazing. The act of making art is fun, and I hope that you keep making art.
Okay, yeah, hi, my name is Tersoo Tsevende, and I'm from West Africa. I love drumming. This is my djembe drum, and I'm here to teach you 2 rhythms. I'm going to teach you how to make it rain, and the most popular rhythm in West Africa, the elephant walk, okay? The elephant walk is very simple. It sounds like the, what's the name of that rhythm again? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The waltz, I think. And it's super easy to play. I will show you a sample, and then I'll teach you how to play it. Sounds good? On your drum, you have 3 sounds. You have the bass, and the bass is in the middle of the drum. And then you have the high tone on the edge of your drum. And then the third sound is called the slap. It's the sharp tone, okay? And the rhythm, the elephant walk is bass, high, high, bass, high, high, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They can go really, really fast if you want. And you can put style in it if you want. That is the elephant walk, okay? So if you don't have a drum and you want to participate, you can. And I'll show you a few tricks. No drum. You can use your legs. Imagine the middle of the drum is like closer to your knees, and the high is closer to your tummy, and you can play the elephant walk, okay? Or you can get a magic bucket. Or you can get a book. Oh, I need a book. Somebody give me a book. 1 second. I got a book. Yeah, okay. Okay? And you can play on your head, on the book, on the bucket, or on your thighs. Okay? But before I teach you how to play it with your hands, I'll teach you how to play it with your feet. Okay? Ready? Okay. Somebody needs some room. Okay? So imagine the floor is your drum. And remember, the base of the drum is in the middle, and the high is on the edge. So you want to step forward once, bass, and then back high, and then back high, and then bass again with your left feet. And then high, high, bass, right feet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And just keep doing that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Forward, back, back. Forward, back, back. Forward, back, back. and that is the rhythm, okay? And what I usually love to do with the kids is to see how fast they can go, okay? So if you want to speed up a little bit, you can do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can clap if you want. 1, 2, 3. A little bit faster. A little bit faster. Okay. Yeah. If you kept up, you're awesome. If you didn't practice more, because you are awesome also. Phew. Okay, so exactly what we did with our feet, we'll try to do with our hands, okay? And on your drums. So remember, the bass is in the middle and the high is on the edge. And the middle is 1, left hand, 2, 3, bass, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3. Faster. 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 And then the elephant could go to sleep. Okay? Now you know how to play the elephant walk. But I usually love to teach the kids how to make it sound like it's raining with your drum. What does this sound remind you of? Heavy wind, water, and when the clouds get together and they start to rain, it usually starts really light, right? So 2 fingers. And as light as you can, just tap on your drum. And if it starts to increase Maybe more rain. 2 fingers. Just keep tapping. Three fingers. More rain. 4 fingers. 5 fingers. More rain. And usually when it's raining, there is thunder, right? And how do you make it sound like thunder? If someone said slap the drum really hard, thunder. Wind, rain, and thunder. And now I'm going to tell you guys a story. A long time ago, in the animal kingdom, there was no food. Once again, no food, no Boston pizza, no A&W, no hamburgers, no ice cream, no Dairy Queen, no Teamies, no food. Nobody could find anything to eat. And Mr. Tortoise was very, very hungry, and all the animals. So Mr. Tortoise, he stayed in the house. He looked for all the food. He couldn't find any food. He went to the market, no food, and he got fed up and he said, I'm going to go on a long journey and get some food, okay? So he packed his bag and he went over 7 mountains, far, far away, and over 7 seas, far, far away, until he came to this land, but there was still no food. So he was super tired and he fell asleep, okay? And while he was sleeping, the spirit of the forest came and said, Mr. Tortoise, wake up. And Mr. Tortoise, he woke up and he said, who is that? And he said, it's the spirit of the forest. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm hungry and I came here from a faraway kingdom to find food and I couldn't find any food and I got tired and I fell asleep. Oh, okay. Well, I can help you, the spirit said. You can? Yeah. I will give you a magic drum, okay? And all you need to do is play the drum. And from the bottom of the drum, food jumped out. Ice cream, hamburgers, apples, bananas. Oh, Mr. Tortoise was super happy. Yum, 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 yum. He ate up all the food. And he said, thank you, Mr. Spirit of the Forest. I'm going to go back now. I'll take this drum and I'll feed all my friends in my kingdom. And the spirit said, that's very good, Mr. Tortoise, but there's one thing you have to do. He said, what? Never play the drum when you are upset. Drum giving me food, me upset? Never. That will never happen. Okay, well then, on your way. So, Mr. Tortoise, very happy, took the drum all the way back to 7 rivers, all the way back 7 mountains, back to his kingdom. Even though he was super tired, he couldn't wait to play his drum for his friends. All the animals saw Mr. Tortoise. They said, whoa, my goodness, you look happy. What happened? Did you find any food? Yes, yes, yes. Can you share? Everybody sit, come sit around. And Mr. Tortoise played his magic drum. and from the bottom of the drum, food jumped out. Oh my goodness, all the animals were happy. The monkeys had lots of bananas. There was lots of apples for the giraffe. Everybody had lots to eat, and they ate and ate and ate and ate. There was Dairy Queen, ice cream, Boston pizza, and oh my goodness, everything you could ever dream of eating. Yum, 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 yum. They ate, they were happy. They all fell asleep. Mr. Turtle was happy and said, okay, I'm gonna go home now. He grabbed his drum and he was about to leave, and the animal said, wait, where are you going? Oh, I'm just going home. But we want more food. Okay, well, I could play the drum again and feed you guys. Yeah. And so Mr. Tortoise played his magic drum again. Food jumped out of the drum. Everybody had lots to eat, and Mr. Tortoise was happy, and he grabbed his drum, and he said, okay, I'm going now. And the animal said, no, you can't leave. Why not? We want more food. Okay, last time, and then I need to go home. Yeah. And he played his magic drum again. More food jumped out. And all the animals jumped, ate. And Mrs. Tortoise grabbed his drum and quietly was going to sneak away. And they said, where are you going? I'm just going home. No, we want more food. Oh, Mr. Tortoise said, very last time, I need to go. More food. All the animals ate again. And Mr. Tortoise said, okay, I'm done. I'm going. And they said, no, we want more food. We want more food. We want more food. And Mr. Tortoise was not happy. And he was so mad, he grabbed the drum and he smacked the drum, and the drum broke. And there was no more food. The end. So, you know why the drum broke, right? Yeah, the spirit said, do not play the drum when you are upset. Yeah, you know why he was upset? Because his friends wouldn't listen. So if you were Mr. Tortoise, what would you do different? And if you were the friends, what would you do different? Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna take my magic drum and leave now. Bye.
Hi, I'm Tamara Bond, and I'm the early childhood educator here at St. Louis Living Arts School. It's my pleasure to thank Natasha and Tersoo for such a wonderful workshop. If you enjoyed this workshop, please be sure to check out our Facebook page, as we have many more special events coming up at St. Louis Living Arts School.